Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, fam, let me know if you can hear me. Good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are. Hey, Dustin. Tragically, are you still in here? Hope you're having a great day, Dustin. Let's see. Waiting for people to come in. I know this is last minute, but this has been heavy on my heart and my mind. So, I said, look, let me speak on it. I always say I'm not going to be on here long, but every time I say that, we're like on here for 3 hours. I hope that's not going to be the case today, but hey, if it's on people's hearts, why not? All right, let's see. Getting a little delay. Dustin, can you hear me? Just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, let me see. It's always a delay on the StreamYard. And okay, hey Jessica. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, good. Hello, hello, hello. Wow, I started like right on time. Maybe I have to start coming in late, but I like to start on time. I like to start on time. Okay, good. Yeah, I did some research on this topic with Jacky and yeah, I want to talk about it, and I definitely want to talk about it. Sad situation. 32 years old, three babies. Man. So I want to talk about it. I want to talk about, our beauty standards becoming deadly at this point. Are they? The beauty standards that are defined by society. Is it getting to the point where it's becoming too much? And that's what I want to talk about. Okay, so more people are coming in. You guys hit the like button on your way in, and please comment just with a hello or a wave or something, so I know you guys can hear me and all of that stuff. All right. Well, we'll just probably get. Oh, it's only 4:04. Jessica, I don't think, have I seen you before? Are you new? If you are new, welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you before. Thank you for joining my live. I really appreciate it. Okay, you guys. All right. Okay. Okay, tragically you're in here. Hey. Oh, okay. We'll talk about this. Hey, Nene. Oh, you found me on Gio's channel. I appreciate you. Welcome, Jessica. All right, we're gonna get started. You know, again, like I said, we can have topics about gossip and drama, but this one, like I said, it was on my heart. As you guys are probably aware, Jacky O, which I believe she is a model. Um, and I know she's also DC Young Fly's lady. She passed due to cosmetic surgery. And I heard about it, and again, you guys, the last time I watched Wild and Out, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, is when that guy Spanky was on there, Afion, and also Cat Williams. That was the last time I saw Wild and Out. So it's been a minute. So I heard of DC Young Fly because of course, his name is definitely out there, but I wasn't familiar with Jacky O. So of course everything has been out there. She was a Wild and Out star. But I believe she was also, if I'm not mistaken, like a model, if I'm not mistaken. So and let me know if I'm not correct, but she died. And the reason why I say there's the similarities between her and Donda is because both of them had what I guess would be considered like a mommy makeover. But of course, Jacky O had just recently had a child not too long ago, and she was getting a mommy makeover. I know that Donda West didn't have a child that, at that time, of course, she was like in her 50s, but she had something similar. I believe she got her stomach done, breast augmentation. She had several things done. Both of them got out of surgery and they got home or they got to their hotel. And the next thing you know, there were complications. They were not responding. And now both of them are gone. Okay. And as soon as I heard about Jacky O and kind of the details of what happened, her surgery, and how they had to get her from a hotel, she was unresponsive in a hotel. I automatically thought of Donda West because I'm sure if you guys remember, Donda West literally passed, and I want to say Donda passed like in 2009, if I'm not mistaken. She passed like years ago. No, I'm sorry, 2007. It was November 2007. And if you guys remember that TMZ call that we all heard, well, some of us heard, when they were trying to revive her and they called 911. And I just kept thinking, like, both of them too young, gone too soon. One 32, the other one literally was in her 50s. I want to say she was 58 years old. Still too young for both of them. And yet I looked at Donda at that time, Miss Donda West, and she wasn't like morbidly obese. She was your average size woman in her 50s, in my opinion. Then I'm looking at Jacky O, and I'm seeing the picture of her and her alleged surgeon right before she goes into surgery. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, what was wrong with her? Like, seriously, like, what was wrong with her? She looked fine. And I mean, I'm just literally like studying the picture, and I'm like, I'm confused. For me, I was confused. And so it got to the point where I was like, is the beauty standards that we push on society, is it costing lives at this point? Because these are just the people that we know about, and we know about them because of the fame that's attached to them. Okay, she had a popular YouTube channel. Okay, she had a popular YouTube channel. These are the people that we know because of their fame. Let's not forget about Tamika Raymond, Usher's ex. And she went out of the country, remember, to get surgery, and she almost died as well. And it's like, for what? What are we doing this for? Now, don't get me wrong. Have I thought about having surgery? Yeah. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, that seems like the culture at this point is everybody's like, oh, I'll get a little nip and tuck here or there. But at this point, this is getting scary. This is getting very, very scary. two people who unexpectedly died, like no one was expecting it, children left behind. I know Kanye West wasn't a child at the time, but that was still his mother, and he is the only child. So the only child situation, he's the only one to know what that feels like to lose his mother because he doesn't have any siblings to hold on to. And then you have Jacky O, who has 3 babies. All of them are either in school or toddlers and for surgery. And I'm really wondering at this point, it hasn't been confirmed yet, if Jacky O had any underlying health conditions. I need to know, and I couldn't find, how long ago did she have that child? Does anyone know? Yeah, I don't think she needed surgery either, Nene. I looked at that picture and I was like, I don't think she realized that some women are dying to have her size. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's people always, there's always someone who wants what you have. And that includes as far as figures and stuff as well. I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, she was just fine. She was fine. It wasn't that serious for her to get that surgery. I mean, again, and it's about choice. Everyone can do what they want to do, but it's just like, at what cost at this point? Like, is beauty worth all of that? Can we just focus on working out? There's also other ways to be able to get and achieve certain looks without doing surgery. And then another problem that I'm having is that I am hearing that her doctor allegedly already had lawsuits against him. And wasn't that almost kind of like a similarity with Donda West? Her doctor allegedly has some issues as well. Yeah. And the problem is, Jessica, is that I'm looking at, I mean, even with my generation, younger than me, or even younger than me, everyone's looking at IG and looking at all of this stuff, and they're looking at these women as examples. I think the baby was at most 6 months, but I didn't follow. That's what, 6 months. 6 months. You know what I mean? Like, is it that serious for you to hurry up and get a mommy makeover? And literally the thing is that based on what I saw, her situation almost seems like she could have just waited longer or worked out the little things that she was trying to possibly fix. But again, having a baby, your body does change, and certain things that you were able to possibly get rid of, you can't get rid of anymore, maybe. But I was looking at the picture and I was like, girl, I hate that this happened. It broke my heart. And it's like, there are so many women who look at Jacky and be like, I wish I could start off where you're at right now. And you just had a baby 6 months ago. Yeah, you have to vet your surgeons. You have to. It's a necessity at this point. But even still, I guess my thing is, do we always have to go the surgery route? Is it that serious? Because who are we trying to impress? When we do this, who are we really trying to impress? Because usually the people that we deal with on a day-to-day basis or at home, they don't give a shit. They really don't. You know what I mean? They don't care. Yeah, the story is not making too much sense to me. Yeah, it's disturbing me. It's not even just like not making sense. It's disturbing me because 32 is just young, period. It's just a sad situation. But to hear that this was possibly due to cosmetic surgery. Jacky O was a beautiful woman. Donda West was a beautiful woman. But that Hollywood, LA, celebrity lifestyle, I think takes people into a trance. And it's to the point where it's even people who are not in the business is causing them certain pressures. Yeah, her body wasn't even healed from that yet. Yeah. And this is exactly my point, Tragically Delicious. Or learn to love yourself and the body that gave you those babies. There it is. There it is. Accept and love your fat, your dimples, your cellulite, your stretch marks. Learn to accept them, because it's at this point, at what cost is it worth it? And again, statistics show that with all the botched surgeries or even death after cosmetic surgery, it is still relatively low. It's really low. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes first of all, we live in a microwave society. People just want results quick. They want them quick. And you know what I mean? Like, and here's the thing. Your favorite celebrities who may get these type of procedures, and again, Jacky was famous, but I'm talking about the bigger celebrities. They may get these procedures. They usually have the top of the top doctors who truly only deal with certain celebrities. They may have several doctors in the room to make sure everything goes well. But it's just at this point, child, I'm 38 and going through pause. Her body hadn't even begun to change yet. Right. Right. I don't think we as a whole push looks and age too much. I do think we as a push looks and age too much, and on women specifically. Right. Right. Hey, Jet. Hey. Hey, baby girl. Yeah, like, and then and the thing is, if your partner can't accept all that comes with you, then yeah, you're gonna have to keep it moving. And I don't even know if I don't even think that was the case. I don't know for sure, but I don't even think that was the case when it came to that Jacky situation. She looked great to have pushed out 3 babies. 3 babies, okay? She had 3 of them. And apparently she had just had one that wasn't even a year old yet. And looking at that picture, I was like, oh my gosh. The girl was beautiful. Her body was not, didn't even look out of shape to me. And then with Donda, I was like, you are your average 50-something-year-old woman. There's nothing wrong with that, because the right person is going to find you. And the right person is not going to care that you're going to have a 6-pack for the rest of your life, or whatever the case may be, or whatever you want to do. But this really bothered me. I'm like, at this point, this is too much. This is too much. The cost of beauty, like, at this point, I'm like, man, like, let me just stay in the gym. Let me just drink my water and just be the best version of me at the best that I can be. Like, because again, I think maybe all of us, let me ask you this, for the people who are in here, put a 1 in the chat if you have ever considered cosmetic surgery. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever considered cosmetic surgery. Put a 2 in the chat if you say, hell no, nah, like I never considered it. So 1 in the chat if you consider cosmetic surgery, a 2 if you've never considered cosmetic surgery. Yeah, she was gorgeous. She was gorgeous. We don't talk enough about our bodies and what happens. She may have had absolutely unrealistic expectations of her body. True. Yeah, she was absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so tragically, yes. Okay, 2. Okay, so we got more 2s. 1. Okay. So we got, okay. So we got 2 1s and 3 2s. Okay. And I know it's not that many people in here, but I'm just trying to get it. Well, if you count me, we even. We 50-50. So, because I definitely have thought about it. And yeah, okay. So hey, like it's almost 50-50. Okay, well Dustin says 2. So it's more 2s now than 1. I haven't and consider the boob job. What's S, if you don't mind me asking, tragically delicious, what's SR? What's SR? Am I missing what's SR? Child, yeah, I'm loving. I'm accepting my fluff too. And I was actually thinking about like the tummy, the back fat, because like I had said before, I am proportioned, but I'm more top heavy. I'm more breast heavy, stomach, the back. Like that's why for me, I really have to incorporate my cardio and weights. I have to do both to really kind of like slim down those areas. But yeah, honey, at this point, I'm like, the fupa will stay and always stay, and I'ma love my fupa, and that man gonna have to love my fupa too. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, this is a wake up call for other women who are willing to risk it all. Yeah, you better say that. You better say that. Because at this point, I'm hoping a lot of people are thinking. Because truth be told, I'm gonna be honest with you. I remember when Donda West passed, and people are just cruel as hell. But I remember at that time that people was like, why was she her age trying to get all of that stuff done? She don't need to get all of that stuff done. X, Y, and Z. Why she was doing that. And then, of course, remember there were apparently some underlying health issues. And so people was like, why would she do that when she had the health issues? All of that stuff. Never mind the doctor, but everybody was like, why would she do that to herself? Why would she do that to herself? Now we have a 32-year-old who has gone too soon, who has passed. So are they doing the same thing? Why would she do that to herself? Now, my thing is, I'm saying that girl was beautiful at any size, just like Donda was, but I'm wondering if it's the same critique. And I'm not seeing that same critique. It is definitely sad. Both situations are sad. I'm seeing a lot of people reporting that, and of course, reporting apparently the doctor who had some alleged malpractice issues, allegedly. But I don't see that much of people really talking about that. Let's see. Nene. Cosmetic surgery is a waste because of the temporary fix. You still need to work out, and within a few years you will need another one. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that. I mean, I've even heard some people who get a tummy tuck before they even have kids. And from my understanding, they constantly say that that's not the way to go. Don't get no tummy tuck and you haven't even had kids yet and you're actually thinking about having them. Like, what's the point? Okay, oh, it's skin removal. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, squat, lunges, push-ups. Yeah, squats, lunges, honey. My push-up game is weak. I'm not gonna even lie to you. My push-up game is weak. Kettlebells, weights, and stuff. I don't know what it is, but my push-up game is weak. It's really weak. Um, I feel like women see ourselves through like a fun house lens. Yeah, yeah, and people constantly comparing themselves to these, I'm saying, like IG, models and stuff like that. And again, let's also look, we clearly know that people's filter game is strong too. People's filter game is strong. So a lot of the times what you see on social media is not what you're going to see in person. So I just feel like these pressures are just unrealistic. Unrealistic. Hey, May. Oh, okay. So you like me, tragically delicious. Yeah, honey. Push-ups. Girl. I be like, give me a kettlebell, give me some weights. Don't even ask me to do push-ups. And don't ask me to do burpees either. Like, it ain't going down. It's just not. Yeah, at 18. Now, for like I've heard, like, for example, parents or whatever the case may be, like, will allow like their teenager to do like the nose surgeries or something like that. But some of them, yeah, when they turn 18, because of course they're of age at that point. Well, yeah, it's because it is 18, right? Let me check and see. Is it 18 or 20? I'm assuming it's 18 that like someone 18 could just go in and want to get surgery. Age approval for surgery without parental consent. Yep. In most states, it is 18. So, yeah, in my opinion, that's still too damn young. That's still too young. In my opinion, I would say they need to bump it to freaking 21 years old instead of it being 18. But they say in most states, it's 18 years old. Facts. The main side effects of BBL's fat. Yeah, it's just, man, like at this point, 32, like that freaked me out. Like it freaked me out with Donda too. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it just made me say, like, why weren't you happy with how you looked in? It was, like I said, Donda was not like an obese woman. She, to me, was your average size woman. Like, am I tripping? She was your average size woman. She was your average size woman. Yeah, definitely. I know. I'm saying, like, for example, tragically, like I've heard like 16-year-olds, like their parents will give consent, like if for their nose or whatever. But yeah, 18 years old, getting your boobs done. You get, hey, 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 Yuli. Okay, so baby girl. Okay, so for example, like this is okay. So I had a horizontal C-section. You lose your muscle ability to change a whole bunch. Okay, so yeah, I've heard that, like especially after having a C-section, like your muscles in your stomach like change, or even not a C-section. I've even heard that just your stomach, like having a baby or babies growing inside of you, can change a lot of your body, and your muscles are not the same. Hence why, from my understanding, when people do tummy tucks, what they do is also tighten the muscles, if I'm not mistaken, in your stomach. Is that correct? So I guess I could definitely see that. But I'm wondering at this point, with the way technology is, like, is it a way that you can get stuff done, like less invasive type of procedures to kind of help with that? Kylie, yeah, we're talking about Jacky O, and how Donda West, Kanye West's mom, is it's the similarities of them. They both had surgery, both got out, both got home or went to wherever their place they were going to go to rest, and then the next thing you know, these complications happen and they're now gone. So when I heard of Jacky O, I just immediately thought about Donda West, because the similarities were just like scary to me. Yeah, it's a cool fix for small stuff like your teeth or nose or something, but surgeries that can cost you your life. Yeah, it's, at this point, it's like, I don't know. Like, it still may be a small percentage, but I'm like, that small percentage is enough for me. So I don't know. People need to research what they want done, not just what is the results. How long? Best prereqs for best outcomes. Talk to someone who did it. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I wonder, like, is it possible that she did do her research? Did she do her research? Now, of course, this is new. We don't necessarily know if she had any complications or stuff. Best believe, I mean, as far as like if she had any health complications prior, best believe we're gonna find out though. This is gonna be just like the Donda West situation. We are going to find out what actually happened. Okay, so Yuli and Baby Girl is saying yeah. Are you saying yeah as far as the thing I was talking about with the stomach tuck and how they tighten up the muscles? I'm assuming that's what you're saying yes on. MM saying they did Donda wrong because she had heart problems and the doctor still performed auto surgery on her. Yeah, yeah. And again, I mean, at the end of the day, cosmetic surgery is a $1 billion industry. The beauty business in itself is $1 billion, hell, maybe even $1 trillion industry. I mean, to do anything in beauty, it's like almost a guarantee for a lot of people you're going to make money, and then with surgeries, like, I wonder if Jacky did do a research. I mean, I don't see her, having the resources that she has, that she just went to someone random. Right. Like, right. And I don't know, but I don't want to start guessing on what it could be. But what we do know is that she got surgery done, and now she's no longer here. And now there are 3 babies without their mother. Very young kids. And she was young. Like, she was young. She hadn't even really got into her 30s yet. Yeah, and from my understanding, somebody said that her youngest child wasn't even 6 months yet, maybe. I'm trying to see, but yeah, she was a mother of 3. So apparently that youngest one was a baby. Here, Black women still die at an alarming rate in this country during childbirth. So I would never risk a cosmetic surgery because they won't take our complaints of pain seriously. Yeah, and I didn't even know. I mean, I know, of course, Donda is Black. I don't know what Jacky is. Anybody know Jacky's racial makeup? I mean, because in this situation, to me, Black, white, whatever, I'm looking at this I'm looking at this as in the addiction to beauty standards. That's what I'm looking at. Like, the addiction to beauty standards, and how is this getting to the point where it's deadly, that people are willing to risk so much just to be able to have the quote unquote unrealistic standards of beauty, because the standards of beauty that we see is no stretch marks, no dimples, a lot of filters. Like, it's perfection. It's just perfection is never going to happen, even with cosmetic surgery. And I think people are not having realistic expectations for things. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure there will. Like, it's for sure there will. Yeah, for some people, it does become an addiction. It does become an addiction. But again, you know, you do have people who it becomes an addiction. They get several surgeries and they're just fine. You know what I mean? And again, statistics show that these type of things that happen, it doesn't happen that often. But my thing is, we have heard about these things throughout the years. Within a 15-year period, I know for me, I've heard about 3 at least, just off the top of my head: Donda, Tamika, and Jacky. So we're just hearing this on a celebrity end. I just kind of wonder what it's like on your average person that doesn't have a following. What's going on there? And to me, it's 3 too many, in my opinion. Okay, so she's biracial. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I mean, you have people who, have it, and they're perfectly fine. But good grief, like, I don't know if it's worth it. What does it say about Kim K that she only has edited photos of herself? Yeah, people are selling perfection, knowing they don't have it. And I think it's really causing people to strive for something that is impossible to reach. People don't want to work. They believe it will happen to the same time. Yeah, it's a microwave industry. They want it now. They want it on a time clock. Like they want it now. One surgery is trauma, so 3 seems excessive on you at any age. Who had 3 surgeries? Baby Dixon, who are you talking about? Somebody had 3? You talking about like all at the same time, like 3 several areas of the body, or 3 separate surgeries? Yeah, they are. They started telling the truth finally. I don't know. I'm trying to get confirmation. And here's the thing: we may come back to this once we get more information. I may do another live on this as stuff becomes like when they reveal more and more, because you already know everybody's going to be talking about this. TMZ probably going to get the information first. I don't know, but you know, like once we get more information, yeah. In the Hispanic community, you hear it a lot because we have a lot of women that use that income tax just for that. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what's so crazy? Even with this economy, it doesn't seem like cosmetic surgery is stopping. People are still getting it. Okay. You know, who? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I don't know if I should even post that. Allegedly, we gonna say allegedly, but I wasn't aware of that. Yeah, I have no. Yes, Nene. Yes, Nene. Because remember, the trend was to look a lot like Black women and minority women who are known to be on the thick side. Remember, that was the trend. Everybody wanted a butt, everybody wanted hips, everybody wanted thighs, everyone wanted breasts. They wanted that Coke bottle figure. Now it seems like thin is in. But at the same time, whatever is in, the problem is people are becoming too obsessed to accomplish it. That's the thing. You're talking about for this particular surgery. Yeah, she had apparently a mommy makeover. So that typically includes all of that. So yeah, and apparently she had somebody look it up while I'm on here. If you guys can let me know what's the ages of her kids, but especially the youngest one, because I want to say she had her first one like in 2016 or something like that. What is the age of that youngest child? I just can't willingly put myself through immense pain. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Child, when I sit up there and hit my pinky toe on furniture or whatever, because I don't know what it is about, like the pinky toe is always the one that get hit. It's the smallest one, but that pinky toe, when it hit a couch or whatever the case may be, I lose it. I lose my mind. So I just can't even imagine going through that. And from my understanding, it is serious. You're uncomfortable. You literally have to like sleep a certain way. It's uncomfortable with you sleeping. I've heard about issues with people's incisions like opening up, like whoof. I don't know. And truthfully, those type of things were the reason why they scared me. And then as far as like the implants were concerned, I was like, to have the silicone, to not have the silicone, because people say they look better with the silicone. And I'm like, but I don't know if I want silicone. Child, me being a Libra, I'm too indecisive as it is anyway. So when it gets to the point where I can't make up my mind, I'm just not gonna do it. Shit. I'm just not gonna do it. Hey Tiff. A lot of girls use their stimulus money to get, yeah. And in this economy, child, people need to be saving all the money they can get. Hey Tiff, hey. Let me see. These procedures were treated as medical instead of cosmetic. Insurance company will have to cover them, and they'd be a lot safer for a lot more. You think so? Tragically delicious. You think if it was covered medically, that it would be a lot safer? I wonder. I would definitely love to have. I don't know if I'm gonna do a panel. I may do a panel, but I'm kind of curious to see why you think that way, that it's a lot safer if it would be medical. But how can you do medical for like a tummy tuck? Or how can you do medical for like I can see for, of course, a breast reduction, that's still medical, but like how can you do it for that? Yeah. Yeah. I remember one of my friends when she had one, she literally, when they made like her stand up, she swear up and down she felt like her stomach was gonna fall out or something was gonna fall out, because she said her stomach, that down there, it was so weak. When they made her stand up, she was like, this is no, let me sit down because I don't feel comfortable. She really felt like her whole stomach was about to fall off. And then, okay, so 6, which that's that 2016 baby, I'm assuming. 2 and 11 months old. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So she literally, the 6-year-old, she had about 4 years in between. She had a baby, and then literally probably only a year in between, she got pregnant again. She got pregnant again, and then she ended up having, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And see, I just can't help but to think it's the pressures of society. The pressures for her to get her body back to where it was so she could work or feel, good about herself or whatever the case may be. Let's see. When you pay for something elective, you're not going to pay for staying in the hospital. If an insurance company is paying for surgery, you may get a day of observation. Got it. Okay. Okay. So what you're saying is that, of course, when it's medical, they're going to take more time to make sure for clearance and everything else or whatever. Got it. But here's the thing. I can see then again, we have to also get out of that illusion that because someone is famous or has followers or whatever the case may be, that they have all of this money, because we really don't know what their finances were. Because I automatically was going to say, well, she probably has money. Couldn't she just do that on her own anyways? But again, I don't know her bank account. I don't know. And we can't assume with millions of followers that automatically means she had it to do that. Maybe she wanted to save money and leave early. I don't know. We're going to definitely find out, though. Would have to be vetted, and they would definitely be board certified. I thought in this country they have to be board certified to even practice plastic surgery. No? The only reason it's classified as cosmetic is because the insurance company won't pay for it because they don't feel it's life-threatening and you can live your life just fine. Yeah, like, for example, skin removal surgery, like when we watch 600-Pound Life, I'm going to assume insurance covers that. So I guess it depends on what the situation is. I guess. Let me see. Breast reduction are not always considered medical. Yeah, that's true. I guess you got to have a history of back problems and everything else needed to be able to do it. They should, but not all. You can get a tummy tuck under your medical insurance if you can prove you get rashes because of your fupa. My friend got hers done. Really? Really? Child? What kind of insurance she got? She must got some good ass insurance. I read a long time ago that it takes years for a woman's body to fully recover after childbirth. Yeah, hey, for those who have kids in here, like, I'm gonna assume that's accurate, because your body does go through changes. And she literally, based on 2 and 11 months old, she had 2 kids back to back. That's a lot on your body, right? Has anyone in here had kids back to back like that? A 2-year-old and 11-month-old? Some doctors will do it for free, especially if you have a large following and or are famous. Yeah, that's true. But if that's the case with him, I would say that he would definitely want to make sure that she went, she stayed in his care for as long as possible. But then she was in a hotel. And they said she was like in a homestead suites or something. I could have sworn I read that. She was like in a homestead suites. A lot of these influencers is smoke and mirrors. You damn right. You damn right. Hell, a lot of these YouTubers is smoke and mirrors. If you really want to look, a lot of people are smoke and mirrors. Hell, a lot of people you see on your day to day are smoke and mirrors. We live in an illusion at this point. Like, you know what I mean? Like to find someone truly real and stand by what they say and they principles, when you find them, hold on to them because they few and far and in between at this point. I'm convinced. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. And then that's another thing too, because from my understanding, he's a good doctor. Dr. Miami's a good doctor. And she was in Miami. So, but I don't know if it's because of the fact that he has apparently a long wait list. But sometimes being an influencer, you can be able to get up on those wait lists. I don't know. Oh, Jet, you've had kids back to back. So is it true that your body truly it weighs on you to have kids back to back like that? Like I be wondering straight up, like that's why I say these women out here back in the day, like a Katherine Jackson, I have of course my views on Mama DeBarge, but all of them women had kids back to back and they had at least 9, 10. Like I just whew, because it's like, when did your body heal? You was having kids back to back to back. Like that is a superwoman for real. Yep, got to know how to work the system. I guess so, huh? 'Cause you can sit up there and get a tummy tuck from a fupa. Girl, allegedly in Miami, they have a dentist taking courses for BBL and they're performing BBLs on patients. What? Am I reading that correctly? Oh my gosh. MM. No. So it's really deep out there, huh? Oh my gosh. It took me a year to snap back. Yeah. For payment of premiums. Here, you can get the sleeve, the banana shaped tummy, all that can help you lose weight. Then when you get the extra skin after that, you completely lose every. Okay, so but when you do that, can you get the extra skin off? Like, is that considered cosmetic at that point, or they're still making that medical, or is it dependent on the size of the person? Because I'm assuming, like someone like my 600-pound life, someone who's really big, I'm gonna assume all of that skin is a medical thing, because that having all of that skin is a medical issue. But let me see. Skin removal was considered, but it didn't used to be, and neither was weight loss surgery. Got it. So skin removal is considered, but it's not a guarantee that skin removal is going to be medical, meaning that the insurance is going to pay for it. Okay, mine are 18 years apart. Okay, yeah. So you definitely had time to heal, because these women who have back to back, what they call them, stair stepper babies. Whew. Kudos to y'all who be out there having these kids back there. Kudos to any woman who has been able to endure childbirth. And like, because from my understanding, it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. Like all of y'all super women, but I'm saying these women who be having these back-to-back kids and multiple kids, yeah, it's no joke. You can pay for it or have insurance. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's part medical. Okay. Had 6 and 8 years before I was born, 9 years later. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot on the body. Wait, what? Do y'all remember a few years ago when it came out there was a lady injecting women with fix a flat in hotel rooms? Huh? What'd you say, Nene? You're not talking about the butt injections, are you? Lucy and so uncomfortable all the way around. They're not gonna cover anything else. I tried and I don't have any insurance now. Okay. Yeah, you guys, like I just really like, I mean, I don't know. Like, well, we do know then if that's the case, if she had age 2 and 11, her body just never really healed. Because based on what you guys tell me, some of you guys said it took a year to snap back. Well, it seems like by the time her year was up, or after she had that 2-year-old, she was already pregnant again. It wasn't that much, in between, and she got pregnant again. And then now she have an 11-month-old. So literally within 10, 11 months of her having 2 babies within the past 2 years, she's getting surgery. And I just hate the pressures that society is giving in regards to this, where we have Jacky O, who was gorgeous. She was a beautiful woman. Beautiful. Hell, even if she was a size C, beauty to me is whether you're bigger or smaller, you're still beautiful. She literally, whether she was a size 16 or 6, you could tell she was going to be a beautiful woman regardless. Donda, beautiful black woman, 58 years old. She was around there, 57, 58 years old. Why? Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, to impress who? Because the people you're trying to impress don't give a shit about you like that anyways. You know what I mean? Like, we have to really start digging deep on who is it really for. And if you really feel like you want it and need it that bad, maybe take it one step at a time. But to do all of that at once, that could be it. To do all of that at once, maybe the body just can't handle it. Oh, yeah. 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 Really? The actual surgery. See, yeah. See, you schooling me on some stuff, MM. Just because of that BBL. Is it automotive silicone? What the heck? Really? My kid is 6 and I'm still working on snapping it back. Yeah, like from my understanding, it takes. And then let's not even talk about the women who have multiple babies at one time, twin, triplets. You know what I mean? Like, just to carry one baby, I have seen people go through it, but then 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Got it. Got it. Yeah. 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 But if I'm not mistaken, Donda West doctor, didn't he voluntarily give up his license? There was some drama behind him. I don't think he went to jail, but I want to say either his license got revoked or he voluntarily gave it up. Allegedly. I don't know that to be a fact, but I want to say it was something like that. Mm, got it. Got it. Y'all giving me some knowledge I ain't even aware of. Some private companies, well, few and far between. Got it. Yeah, you guys, like, that's what I really want to talk about. Like, are we getting to the point where the beauty standards are becoming deadly? What is the cost of beauty? The pressures of society. You know what I mean? And especially now, I know in certain places, it may not be as bad. Like, in my opinion, like, I know New York, of course, there's still cosmetic surgeons in New York and some popular ones at that. But I still feel like it's not as bad in New York versus in LA or in Atlanta. LA and Atlanta and Miami, it's like people are truly, in my opinion, striving for perfection. Or is it just me? Because we all know LA has been in the cosmetic surgery game since the beginning of time. Atlanta has become the Black Hollywood, and there's a lot of surgeons out there as well as Miami. Now, that's another thing too, Tragically Delicious. That's valid. But at this point, do doctors, or should doctors, or I don't know if they do, should they be pulling medical records so they can make their own decision? Because I know there's a certain testing and stuff that needs to be passed for any surgery. So she can put certain things on the form, but are they pulling these medical records so they can really get the truth of what's going on with people? Yeah, Hollywood pressure. I mean, I've told you guys before, I was born and raised here. The pressure is a bitch. It really is. It is a bitch of always trying to strive for being thin or having a certain look. Like, people didn't believe me at one point. When I told them the pressures of Hollywood and LA and how, you just being, and granted, I wear my hair natural. Like, I've gotten to the point now where I'm comfortable wearing my hair naturally curly. But it's not really still the look of California or even the West Coast, period. Like, it's like straight hair is still in, long hair to your ass, whether it's a wig or your hair, is still in. Everybody wants to crave that exotic look. And then a lot of my friends didn't believe me until they got out here and they said, this is some bullshit. Like, if I just had my hair, you know what I'm saying, in a curly fro, whatever the case may be, I wouldn't get attention. But as soon as I had weave down my back and had a certain look and had makeup, you know what I'm saying, like a full face of makeup, then all of a sudden I'm getting attention. I'm telling you, it's crazy out here. It is crazy out here. Yeah, NYC is still an entertainment city though. But I think because of it's such a hustle and go type of city, people just don't have time for the shit. In my personal opinion, like, I noticed when I was there, um, to me, in my opinion, people more looked into your hustle, your personality, more so than the consistent looks. Now, don't get me wrong, the colorism a lot of times I still saw it there, not as much as like a California or places down south, but I just feel like people like the swag and the vibe of someone more so than just constantly going for the looks, that hustle spirit. Um, yeah, it has. To me, it's crazy. People give Lizzo shit on the daily for embracing her natural body because it's not healthy, but have no smoke for people getting all this cosmetic surgery. You better say that again, Nene. You better say that again, Nene. But that again, that is the pressure of the beauty standard. See, the beauty standard is not the big girl. It's never been the big girl. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Growing up, being a, thicker, chunky girl, whatever you want to call it, especially when I was growing up, I didn't have many women that look like me to look at and be like, oh, like, I can do this, or I can be, talented and still be a big girl. The only ones in my time, and a child, I'm gonna be aging myself, but the only ones in my time was Nell Carter, RIP. And of course, she was typecast to always be a comedian of some sort. But the one that I really looked up to growing up was Janet Jackson. Because remember when Janet first came on the scene, when she really, like when she was in that Control era and she really became popular, she was a thick girl and dancing her ass off. And that for me, because I grew up in the performing arts, I was like, oh my gosh, who is this? Janet Jackson is thick like me, but shutting these hoes down. Shutting them down. So that was me. And then, of course, the Queen Latifahs and other people came along. But again, if you notice, it's only been like one big girl or one thick girl in every decade or every generation. It ain't that many. It's never been the beauty standard. And they keep going at Lizzo, keep going at her. I just hope that she has a good team around her to keep her strong. I really do. Since it's all about money, so you can pick and choose the doctor that you will do no matter the cost. So yeah, yeah. Donda had coronary artery disease, including 50 to 70% blockage into the arteries. Oh my gosh. And that money was calling that man so much that he was still willing to do it. So this was clearly this was probably going on even before the surgery. Oh my gosh. So current health issues known or not absolutely play into the outcome. Do they have to pull medical records, or do they strictly take them through a certain test prior to the surgery and they just use that? Do they pull records from, for years? Like, do they do that? I'm curious at this point. We have Broadway, no, huh? The pain pump malfunction and I overdose. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, baby girl. When I was growing up, I had a stepmom and mom that called me fat and told me I need to get lipo. That stepmom, and as I grew and I saw her addiction and pay, I said, no thanks, love. Yeah, yeah, girl, we ain't gonna even go there about, family members, always, calling people fat. You know what's interesting about Black and brown communities that I've noticed, and anybody who in here who's not Black and brown, feel free to chime in. But I have noticed two things about those communities. You can almost damn near do everything, but you better not be fat or you better not be gay. Those are the two things that, for whatever reason, in our communities, they will try to attack you on forever. And oh my gosh, don't be both. Don't be big and be gay. It's like ridiculous. Like, oh, but you can literally have an uncle that's a crackhead, but you're not gonna judge him, but you're gonna judge someone being big and being gay. Like, I just it blows my mind. I think you could couple it also the fact that so many people don't have access to medical care, to finance access to medical. Yeah, yeah. I don't think she was alone, baby girl, because someone had to call. Someone called because she couldn't call, so someone had to be there. Or did someone from the hotel come in trying to clean or something? Because I don't know. I don't think she was by herself. We're gonna definitely find out. And y'all let me know when we find out more information. I'll do a poll like I always do and see if you guys want to talk about it, because it's going to be an investigation and more is going to come out. And we'll wait till a good amount of it comes out and then we'll talk about it. Yep, few and far between. You damn right, Nene. You damn right, Nene. I've been a fan since I was a baby. She was the one that made me say, like, damn, I can do this. Because growing up in the performing arts world, growing up in LA, yeah, it was a bitch. It was a bitch. And then when she came out and literally, I mean, because still to this day, this is my opinion, but can't nobody dance like Janet. The move that she's able to do, just like her brother Michael, like, it hasn't been duplicated. It can't. And she was doing that even as a big girl. So she was my go-to, and still to this day is an inspiration to me. Do we know for a fact she was left alone because she just a couple of days ago reports couldn't possibly be in yet? Yeah, someone had to call because if I'm not mistaken, didn't someone like send her to the hospital or she got to the hospital? I think someone had to call. You have to give consent to any doctor to get records from any. But I thought you have to sign off on that when you're doing all of that paperwork. See, at this point, they may have to. You can't go off of what people say in that test. You may have to pull medical records for a couple of years. Child, look, on that situation, Nene, I honestly think that was a money grab, in my opinion, allegedly. I don't even think that's something to be taken seriously. He could have just been doing that for publicity purposes. Something tells me Monique got more followers than him, and that was the case. I couldn't take that seriously. I know everybody was sending that to me, and I was like, I cannot take this seriously. I do not think that's going down. But that's just my opinion. If they don't, well, it definitely needs to be required. Yeah, it does at this point, because you can't go off of what people say, because people are willing to be this reckless to be able to get things done. And it's a sad situation, but it's the pressure of society. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so put it like this. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel the standards of beauty are becoming deadly. Put a 2 in the chat and say it has nothing to do with that. So 1 in the chat if it is becoming deadly, 2 in the chat say no, it's not becoming deadly. I'm just going by the report that was found unresponsive. Right. She was found unresponsive, but who found her unresponsive? That's the thing. Who found her unresponsive? I think some of the doctors that are doing this are not that thorough for a reason, and they're not practicing in major cities with major partners. Well, see, here's the thing. It's costing them their livelihood at this point. Because once this type of stuff happens to you, where it's a famous person, especially that passes after you did a procedure, what else is there to say at that point? Like, I don't know. Would anybody go back to that person? I mean, like, now this is national news. Preaching is always the fat ass aunts that talk about other people's weight the most. Girl, for real. It be the biggest ones talking mess. And it's like, well, why don't you get on the damn treadmill? You know what I mean? So yeah, so no, I know the pressures out here in LA for sure. I know the pressure out here, but again, like I tell you guys all the time, I did the internal work. You know what I mean? I still lost the weight, but I still had to do the internal work where I had to be happy with, look, if I gain a little, if I lose a little, whatever, I have to do the work. My weight loss was about health. Nothing else, nothing more. It was about health. Not trying to impress someone. It was truly about getting healthy. Found unresponsive, pretty vague, though, until we get reports. Right. That's true. That's definitely true. Okay, so he surrendered his license. Yeah, because I mean, honestly, let's keep it real. Like, after that happens, and Kanye West was very, very famous even then. After that, who's willing to see you as a doctor at that point? I mean, I'm gonna assume, I don't know for sure, allegedly, supposedly, but I mean, I don't know how many patients you have after that. For me, it was Missy Elliott. Yes, Missy Elliott was a bad one too. Yeah, she definitely changed the game. But here's the thing about that, Jessica. Yes, she changed the game, but look how long it's been taking her to get her recognition. And if you notice, she's now getting a lot of her recognition now that she's smaller. You notice that? Missy Elliott was a game changer. She is truly one of the biggest innovators in the hip hop and R&B game. She really is, but she wasn't getting her credit. For years, I often wondered why she hadn't got a Video Vanguard Award. All of these people who hadn't even been in the industry before her getting a Video Vanguard Award. And then she ends up getting one after she's lost weight. This is what I'm saying. It's never been the it thing to be a big girl in the industry. Never. Chris, there were no complications noted during her surgery. She walked out of the clinics hours after with bandage and prescription. She went against medical advice to stay and receive post-op care. We're gonna say allegedly right now, tragically on that. Okay. If this is the case, and again, it's allegedly again, this is just sad. It's sad. She was found at home unattended, unresponsive on her bed. Yeah. So okay. So we getting ones. We getting ones. We getting ones. Hey, Kaden. Kaden Sugar Mama. I like that. I love that name. Hi. Welcome. Yeah. I think it's getting to that point. It is getting to that point. People are willing to risk so much to get that look. And then the thing is like, are you still really happy? You know what I mean? Because for all intents and purposes, like, she seemed to have had a happy family. She had a man, she had a kids. You know what I mean? Like, it's the pressure, man. It's the pressure. And by no means, I'm not blaming Jacky O or Donda. I'm blaming society. I'm blaming the pressures of what, because I mean, we've all felt like, if we're gonna be really honest, we have all felt that type of pressure from society in some kind of way. It's a mofo. Like, we have all felt that type of pressure, whether it's beauty, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, so many things, like so many things. We feel the pressure of, because the beauty standard, again, we have issues with beauty standards. We have issues with colorism, because we all know the beauty standard when it comes to this industry, and so many, you have to be a certain complexion too. Like, this shit is real. That's why you have so many people in not only this country, but other countries that lighten their skin. It's deep. It's deep. And I'm like, what's the health issues behind lightening your skin? Are there health issues in regards to that? But people are willing to do it because they are so obsessed with getting the beauty standard. It's deep. Missy is that girl too, and she's so nice. I met her before. Yeah. Missy's no joke, but she did not get, in my opinion, the accolades that she deserved. Now all of a sudden that she's smaller, the Vanguard Award came out. She was just honored, I think, at Black was it not Black Women's Rock, but the Black Music Honors, I think. Yeah, it's crazy. We don't know if these people have personal medical condition. I can't say anything. Everything is the doctor's fault. No, I am not saying anything about it being the doctor's fault. I'm not even saying it's, I'm damn sure not saying, like I said, it's Jacky O or Donda's West fault. I am talking about the cost of beauty. The similarities, though, are both of them went into surgery, left surgery, got home, or got to their resting place, wherever they were resting their head, to heal, and then something happened. But I just literally am just like, the cost of beauty at this point, like, what is going on here? You know what I mean? Because we have to learn, in everything that happens, we have to learn lessons from it. And I know there's going to be, malicious people who going to attack, you know what I'm saying, everyone in the situation, but that's not the case here at the Chris Nicole channel. It's not. It's about learning the bigger lesson in this situation, because we have lost people way too young for beauty. For beauty. Medical records can be pulled if there's a subpoena at play. Well, it may be in this situation. Yes, ain't that crazy? Yeah. Yeah, Jessica, it's real. It's real. Because I've watched all of them growing up. You know what I mean? All of them. She may not have known she was that much blocked before. Yeah, but then I'm wondering if she did, because don't they have to do a heart stress test before they do that type of stuff? Wouldn't the heart stress test show that? They can become a practitioner and not do surgery anymore, so they only lose certain aspects of being able to practice medicine. Yeah, so maybe he's practicing medicine, but he's just not doing surgery. Maybe, but I know one thing: his name is probably, that's. Whew. But then again, if he's in a whole different field, maybe people don't even remember who he is at this point. People got short-term memory for a lot of stuff. that you have to get, and they always make sure that your heart is strong enough to take the surgery. That's what I'm thinking, but I mean, I don't know. Because, with the Donda situation, it makes me wonder if they pass certain tests in my country, a multi-million dollar empire. So look at Sammy Sosa. Yeah, you're from the DR, right, Yuli? Because there's IG pages from the DR where they be having women snatched. Like, I know people who actually considered getting their surgery in the DR. I mean, I know people who go to other countries to get it. I mean, Tamika Raymond went to another country to get it. But again, it's just, I don't know. I'm like, look, let me just keep on with my treadmill, my kettlebell, you know what I'm saying? Do what I can. And again, it'll be a smaller fupa, but it'll be a fupa that I'm going to love and he going to love. Jacky O was in her hotel room and it still hasn't really been released. Who called? But someone called fire and rescue from the hotel. Got it. Matters through, because if they're board certified, of course they're going to look at your records, but there are prelims that you have to. So was he not board certified? I thought it was illegal to have someone who does plastic, but then again, never mind, because said they got dentists trying to do plastic surgery at this point, because hell, who knows? There has to be a stress test conducted before surgery is being performed. So then that makes me wonder, how did Donna get past it if she had that much blockage, allegedly? Yeah, got tours for that specifically. Me, though, if I'm going to DR, I'm trying to lay up on the beach with my fupa and a drink and get my Spanish food. I ain't trying to be in a DR in pain. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to go to DR to be in pain. But again, a lot of people do it. But if I'm going to DR, I'm going to enjoy with my fupa, my rolls, and I'm going to have a nice little drink and I'm enjoying myself and eat. 3, I feel like it's been deadly, but there are more surgeries happening now. Yeah, it's not stopping. That's what I'm saying. It's the pressures. I think it's the pressures of society and the standards of beauty. I really do. Yeah, shoot. I look. I've been on the beach before with my fupa. I'm good. Child, I do dance workouts and yoga. I'd rather spend my money on nice vacation and clothes. You better say it. Shit, that's my addiction is clothes. That's the damn problem I got now. And what's so crazy is I really need to get back. Like, I've been getting back to my workout regimen, because with the whole the big C and the big pan, if you know what I mean. Child, some of them clothes I can't fit in right now. So I was like, oh no, I gotta get back into it. I ain't about to buy more clothes. I'm gonna get back into those clothes. Let's see. There was no medical clearance for Donna's surgery. Made a law to make it illegal. That's right. I do remember her family was like they tried to create a law over that. Damn, I do remember something like that. Yeah, I don't know what she means by pretty hurts. I don't know what she means by pretty hurts. I mean, here's the thing. I have friends who look like straight up supermodels. Supermodel, beautiful, beautiful women. And you know what I mean? Like, I think there's an illusion with that to a certain extent, that automatically they can get what they want and they can get every man and all of that stuff. I think there's a big illusion to it. But yeah, like, I have friends who have the like perfect body, perfect face, all of that. And they still have their challenges too. Hell. Child, what are you talking about? Where does this come from? Now, that's one thing I did stop. I stopped drinking sodas. Like, I just couldn't do it. Because let me tell you something. When I was in college, I used to drink soda so much that I ended up having stomach issues and went to the doctor. And the doctor was like, I can hear the damn acid in your stomach. Stop the damn sodas. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I was a soda fanatic. I had to stop that. I haven't had a soda in so long. Like, I do teas, punches, waters, but yeah, I can't rock with the soda no more. Yeah, that was one thing about Tiff. That was one thing about me when I lived in New York. That was the best place, because literally, even if you did eat a lot, by the time you walk, take the train, going up and down those stairs, you burnt most of the stuff off. Like you really did. That's one thing about New York. New York is that hustle and bustle. Like most people walk everywhere. Everybody don't drive. Wow. Okay, you talking about Donda. Got it. Got it. Yeah. So you guys, I mean, in closing, because like I said, I wasn't going to be on here long. I don't think we need a panel for this because it seems like everybody is really giving their opinion in the chat. It still bothers me. And like I said, when I heard about Jacky, first things first, again, prayers to her family, prayers to her man. She left 3 beautiful babies. She left her man. She left, probably, I don't know, parents, extended family. This is a sad situation. And we clearly know with the Donda situation, in my personal opinion, Kanye West wasn't the same after he lost his mother. He wasn't the same. Because that whole unexpected tragedy, none of these family members thought that these people were going to go into a procedure and come out and have difficulties and pass. And again, I think it may be much easier to accept if it was a surgery that was absolutely needed and then something happened. But in these situations, it was cosmetic. It was literally like, and again, I saw Jacky, the picture before all it happened. I was like, this girl, to me, she was fine. But again, what I would consider fine, what women would love to start out as based on her size and how she looked as far as, her body was concerned. Like what I think, again, everybody has their thought process, and clearly she felt she needed it. She needed it. But again, if the pressures weren't this serious, like again, I hope one day we can have a situation where a bigger girl is the beauty standard. I hope that one day a size 12 and 14, is the beauty standard. Then you probably won't have these situations as much. You know what I mean? Now, is it ever going to happen in especially in Hollywood? I don't know, but I will hope that it does. Let Lizzo, you know what I'm saying, get to the point where she is now the standard. She is now so popular that, you know what I'm saying, people are just truly willing to embrace themselves as is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get to that point, you guys. We have to, because this is crazy. The cost of beauty, like at this point, I'm like, look, you know what I'm saying? Because truly, in my opinion, men still, you have those superficial men, but at a certain point, they also have to know that the beauty does die out eventually. It does. Oh, thank you, baby girl. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. Like I said, I'm one of those people. I'm not going to always do lives and videos about the reality shows and, the hashtags that we constantly, look into with love after lockup and stuff. I want to balance on my channel. I want to talk about serious topics, even if they're trending or not trending, because again, I'm a Libra. I'm all about balance. So I want that balance. But this just really bothered me. This really bothered me. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to definitely, we're going to find out more information and we're going to come back to it. We are going to come back to it. I want to know more. I want to hear about this investigation. I want to know if there were some other health issues. I want to know if she got a clearance. I want to know all of that. I want to know all of that. Listen, fat is important in the human body. It'll allow your body to produce energy and life. So why not balance it instead of taking it all away? Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I told Tiffany I was joking for some Chris. You, baby girl, you are hilarious. But I look, I appreciate you. I'd like to even hear that. That is a blessing for people to want to hear what I have to say. Like I said, every follower I get, I'm humbled by, because it's like, you actually like to hear what I have to say. Like, that's a blessing for people to want to hear what you have to say. Oh yeah. And again, we still haven't heard from him, have we? Because at one point I was following it, and then there was a lot of issues about what other people were saying versus what his family was saying. But We've heard that he's in recovery, but we still have not heard from him. Is that accurate? Jamie Foxx hasn't said anything, right? He has not actually given a public statement where we actually could hear and see him. Am I correct on that? Let's see. That's why they hate Lizzo, because sis said, I am the beauty standard. I love her, but she will eventually lose weight just like Missy did in Adele, because when you get older, the weight gets difficult. I don't even know if when she gets older, the weight gets difficult or she's going to fall into the pressures of it. I know Missy, if I'm not mistaken, has some type of health issue, allegedly, because I don't know exactly, but I want to say she talked about it. She has some type of health issue. Adele, I haven't heard anything about, but again, it could have been the pressures. It could have been pressure. Now, it could have been health reasons, but it could have been the pressures. It could have been the pressure. Let's see. But I want to say Missy had, but again, that's allegedly. I don't know for sure. Glad I caught you live on this, and I actually was on this time. Look forward to seeing your updates on this if you decide to do live. I am going to do live, Jessica. I'm telling you right now, I am going to do lives because again, this bothered me. It hit me in a way where I was like, gosh, like what do we have to do? Like this is serious. You know what I mean? Like it really did bother me. So I'm gonna, keep updates on it. If you guys find updates on it, and again, not, I'm saying, you can send me, of course, the gossip site stuff, that's fine, but I'm talking about like full-blown like news articles or whatever case may be. If you guys do, hit me up on my email. My email is in the about section. And my IG is also in the about section. You can DM me, feel free to send me information because I'll keep gathering it and then we'll have another live on it. Like seriously, we'll have another live because we need to talk about this. And let me just be clear. Everyone is beautiful just the way they are. If you are going to change something, change it because you want to, not pressures, not the standards of society, because at the end of the day, society don't really give a shit about us. We got to care about ourselves. We got to care about the people who also care about us, but more importantly, we have to care about ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, but as who you are in yourself right now is enough. If you want to work on things internally and externally, you do it to the best of your ability, how you want to do it for you, not for anyone else. That's the main thing. Now, if you feel that at the end of the day, you have to go that route, fine. Just do the research over and over again. Don't rush into anything. Because I have friends who have done procedures and they're fine. And they actually like the results. I have some who also haven't liked the results, but you got to do it for you. You got to do it for you. It has to be about you, not IG, not society, anything else like that, because that's when it becomes a problem. Yes, I do. I enjoy it too. And sometimes we don't have to have a panel in in this situation. You guys were very active in the chat and I was showing what you guys were saying in the chat. So, with that being said, you guys, again, we're going to come back. You guys find out any information, by all means, definitely let me know. Yes, thorough research is a must. A must. And even when you do the thorough research again, damn it. Keep researching. A couple of months, several months, or even a year of research is worth it. It's worth it for a lifelong decision, because even you survive the surgery, what you just did to your body is permanent. It's not temporary, it's permanent. So take all the time you need. Don't rush into it, but you are still more than enough. You are still more than enough. You know what I mean? So on that note, you guys, I appreciate you taking time out to come and chat with me about this. Please, I don't know what your beliefs are. Send positive energy. Pray for the family of Jacky O. Pray for her children. Pray for her man. Pray for, everyone involved in this situation, because it's deep. It's deep, and I know they're hurting. Only 32 years old. Only 32 years old. Yes, definitely, hit that like button on your way in or out. I appreciate all of you. And on that note, I'm gonna leave this right here. I pretty much said that we're gonna leave this comment right here, Nene. Embrace and love yourself, because if you don't, no one else will. With that being said, like, share, and subscribe. You guys, I will see you on my next live or video. Toodles. Love you all.